Stop suddenly.
Hello, and on cue, the dog starts barking.
And mine.
Typical. So hello, good afternoon, good morning. Can you hear me with this dog? Sorry.
Yeah. Keep shouting loud.
Keep going. Oh, there's a big sign at the top of the drive that says "Go away," but people just ignore it. Anyway, welcome to Link Ladies Loose and Live. This is our final show of the year, so let's make it a really good one and get busy in those comments and start saying hello to everybody. Oh, I'm so sorry about the dog. Anyway, we're here. These things happen. We're all used to this now, aren't we?
We are. Anyway. And I've now got someone knocking at my door who I know is a friend of mine, who I've told her what she needs is in the thing outside. And now my daughter's about to come in and ask where it is. So, hey, welcome to the last live show.
What was it? Was it Orson Welles who said, never work with like animals or children on film? So, yeah.
I'm literally going to have to just disappear for 1 second and I'll be back. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my, I was going to take her to my mum's today, but I thought, no, she's fine. The garden next door had been, the builders had already been and gone. I thought we'll be fine from now, but evidently not. Anyway, as I was saying, hopefully she's calm down. Please get busy in the comments. Let's make this final show of 2021 a good one. Wish us a Merry Christmas, wish each other a Merry Christmas and say hello and let us know that you're out there and we're not talking to ourselves. So,
although today, maybe we should just talk to ourselves.
Oh, well. Oh, never mind. So whilst you're all saying hello, please... let me tell you the format. It's gone completely out of my head now. Let me tell you what this is all about. So
what is it all about, Vanessa?
What's it about? Why are we here?
I don't know.
We are your working from home team. We are your boardroom. We are your supporters and your biggest fans, and we're here to share with you. And the format is just as it would be on a Monday morning when you went into the office, if you remember those days. And we're all back working from home now, aren't we? So the format is, we'd meet at the kettle, wouldn't we? And we'd say to each other, how was your weekend? And so we'd share stories and we'd share successes and we would share the good things and the bad things and the things we were celebrating. That's what we're going to do with you. So you can put that in the comments too. Then we're going to talk about what are you looking forward to this week? Are you looking forward to Christmas? Have you got a few days left to work? What are you looking forward to? And maybe there's something that you're not looking forward to. Again, maybe we can help with that. So we've got Melinda. Melinda is a business strategist. And we have Sarah Farmer. She is an executive coach and I am a marketer. So maybe there is a work situation that you're struggling with that you need a bit of help with, or a home situation. I don't know. We can just share and maybe we can help each other.
Not sure. Not sure I'll be very good at that one.
I posted last week, but I think it's kind of perhaps especially important because the news keeps on coming and pressing on people that it's like, it's not just working from home. It's you're at home in a pandemic trying to work. And that's a very important distinction because, you think just work from home. Oh yeah, nothing really big's going on. You're just having a chill day. But actually there's a lot going on in the background. Even if everything is relatively positive and you're getting ready to have like a festive meal and you're getting ready to see friends and get together with people and have a few days off, but you've got to crunch through a lot of stuff first. Maybe you've got sales targets to hit and goals to achieve before you go. So it's very normal and very reasonable to be having a bit of at this time of year as well.
Yeah.
Yes, Instagram would have it that everybody is like dancing in glitter.
No, I absolutely agree with you. It's, our tanks are running on emptier than they would be anyway at the moment. So when a lot of people get to Christmas and they're feeling stressed about having people over or not being with people or missing people, whatever it is, everything's magnified. So we are all feeling and I'll put my hand up to this, I don't feel like I normally do at Christmas. I'm sober for a start, but I'm normally sober. It's something that we've got to be really aware of, is that not everybody's having a glitzy, glamorous, wonderful time, and people are scared of what's happening. It is happening out there, and it's not that easy. But anyway, tell us how you're feeling. Sorry, Vanessa's going to tell. Well, what are we telling them, Vanessa?
So get in the comments, and we're going to look at that a bit later. And the other thing that we're going to do today, if there is time, last week we looked at goal setting for 2022. Hopefully that helped you if you did see it. Let us know if it did, and if you're already well on the way to achieving those goals. This week, we're going to celebrate 2021. It has been another year of change and uncertainty. But we all know, because we've all read about it, that in times of adversity, we do have to dig deep and find strength that we never knew we had. So maybe you turned that negative situation around, and maybe 2021 has been one of the best years ever. Let us know. So let us know what you're celebrating in 2021. Let us know what you've learned, what have been your biggest learnings. And we're going to do that a little bit later. So hopefully, please, I'm not looking at the chat. Tell me, Sarah, are you in charge of the chat? Is anybody there? Is anybody saying hello?
No one's there yet, but let's have a look. No.
Oh, wow.
No, they're not. Let me get rid of that. And now I don't know how to get rid of it again. You see, this is where there we go. You just double click on it. No one's there at the moment, but I'm sure some people will be dropping in soon. Where's our lovely Ashley?
Yeah.
He normally turns up for at least half an hour before his walk with his daughter.
Yes.
But if you're there, say hello. Let us know where you are. Let us know what you're up to. How are you feeling about Christmas and the rest of it? But whilst we're waiting for all that, what do you do at the weekend?
I was going to say, also, if you're watching on replay, put hashtag replay in the comments so that we know you've dropped by. That would be really lovely. And
Uma's in!
Hey, Uma.
Hello, Uma. Nice to see you. How are you feeling, lovely lady? You looking forward to your Christmas break? What's going on? Oh, Claire Goddard's here as well. They're all partying in there. Hi, Claire. Thanks for joining us.
Shy. Don't be shy.
There might be a slight delay on it as well. We don't know, but thank you very much. Nice to know there's some people in the background there. That's all good. So hashtag replay as well if you're watching this on replay, and we will pile in and say hello to you. But let's see, what did you guys get up to the weekend?
Shall I go first?
Go first.
So I was with Alistair this weekend, and we finally put the outside lights up. So we've got the balcony, and everything's all colourful and
the balcony. Oh my goodness, that sounds so posh. It's got a balcony.
I don't know if you can see it actually, but there's the balcony.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. It's just one corner of it. I'm in a different room today. I mean, my normal computer is doing strange things. So I've moved to the living room today. So I'm kind of sat on an ottoman in front of another ottoman with a little coffee table on top of the ottoman and my computer on top of that. So it's all.
Well, let's hope it doesn't fall over.
I know. And then we've been wrapping presents. So over the holidays at Rivington, where I volunteer, we'll be doing Christmas Secret Santa and hiding gifts around the gardens. So I've been wrapping about 30 gifts last night. That was my weekend.
Very nice. So I'm just going to say hello to Joanne's in. Let's just go back to Joanne. She's going to be joining us for a little while. Oh no, that's Robert again. Yeah. Joanne's there. Robert wants to know where your hat is. Nice of you to join us, Joanne.
I was searching for it and I can't find it. So I think it must have gone missing last Christmas.
But do you know what? You're wearing a red jumper and a red star. It's fine. You're all over it.
What's lined up behind me?
Yeah, there's red things everywhere. How's Umi? Yes, going to meet up with classmates and family. Oh, classmates and family soon after Christmas. That's the plan. So trying to stay safe till please do stay safe until then. And Robert's just saying hello that he's here. Hello, Robert. All the way from the other side of the pond. So nice to see you. Very early in the morning for you. So good morning. What about you, Melinda? What have you been up to?
Last week was after kind of a year of quiet. I had a lot of events sort of stack up all, at the same time. So last week one day I went to the Royal Albert Hall for a presentation by Brian Cox and Robin Ince. And they had musical guests and they had lectures on sharks and neuroscience and mathematics. And Brian Cox did a presentation on dimensional star mapping and calculating the distance. It was just like a lot of cool stuff, but they had musical talent as well. So they had Sophie Ellis Bextor came up and sang. Ooh. And they had Mark Almond, who had been in Soft Cell, he came and sang. And the final act was really, it's all a surprise. You don't know what's happening until you get there. And the final
bit like this show.
Yeah. Boy George came out.
Oh,
and he
came out again.
Yeah, really.
Very good. Very good.
He came out on stage, and it was so sweet at first because he was about to sing and the band was playing. And he was just so in the moment, enjoying being on stage and seeing everybody, that he missed his cue to start singing. And so he's just like, oh, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, it's so nice to be here. Oh, wait, I was supposed to start singing, wasn't I? It was so sweet. He was just so happy. And then he closed the show with the Pogues Fairy Tale of New York.
Oh, gorgeous.
Falling on the stage and everything. Yeah, it was really.
Oh, it sounds lovely. Nice. That sounds lovely. I'll tell you about mine in this. Oh, sorry. You're so busy. There's more.
There's more. I also met about 35 people who we all lateral flow tested before we went. And went to see Back to the Future, the musical.
Oh, brilliant.
How was that?
Had a good weekend.
Which was good fun. It was really good fun. I would say it's an interesting production. It's fun. It's not as impactful as, say, Hamilton, but it's really good entertainment.
Sounds great. Sounds really good. I'll tell you what I did in a second, but I just want to say Robert's had 3 interviews this week. I don't know how they went, but let me know. Good stuff. That is sounding very promising, and I'm sure more and more stuff will be coming up in the new year as well. So that's great. I hope they went really well. And who else have we got? LinkedIn news. Oh, it's Joanna again. Thank you, Vanessa, and Melinda, for suggestions on how to volunteer for the booster. Finally found a slot. Yes, volunteering offers have been overwhelmingly, apparently. Yeah. So on my way. Yay. Good for you. Very, very good. That's great stuff. Claire says, colleague said I should drop in. Oh, that's nice. Lydia loves 50, so shout out to her. Oh, is that
Lydia?
Is that Lydia loves? That's her name, and she is 50, or does she love being 50 and she's not? I don't know.
I think maybe Lydia, her name or maybe her Instagram account or something is Lydia loves.
Lydia, 50. I love 52, and thank you for everything. Oh, okay. Like you said, Melinda, I learned that I have a huge amount of resilience. I didn't know how. Oh my goodness, we've all had to dig deep, haven't we? We really have. Yeah. Who else we got? Boy George was at uni with us. Joanna again was uni. Oh, different course. Same year. Was he wearing funny hats? I don't know. He's great. And a final one for Robert. Hey Sarah, what does your t-shirt say? In the USA, but you knew that, I think. Yes. Hold on. You got this.
You got this.
You got this, man. That was American as well. How did I do, Melinda? Yeah, well, you know what? I'm a mindset coach as well as anything, aren't I? So it's got to be positive. And Robert, I love that. Posh or P-O-S-H? P-O-S-H. I don't know. Posh, yes. But is it P-O? Does it stand for something? I don't know. Tell us. Keep talking, Robert. I love the fact you're here. Anyway, my weekend, what did I do? Oh, God, I've learned to drive a lorry. Not because they need lorry drivers, because
they job change.
Because my daughter is massively into horses, and I've had to bite the bullet, and we need to take the horse places. So I did that at the weekend, and it's slightly nerve-wracking when you've got a 16.3 massive beast in the back. But we went to a competition, which was a drama because she missed a fence and got disqualified, and there was drama, high drama. So we've had a lot of tears and upset, but I was talking to her all about resilience over the weekend and said things like, I'm sure she really loves this from me. It's not the mistakes that matter, it's what we learn from them. To which I got, I'm sunk. So yeah, she loves the fact I'm a coach and really helps her. What else did I do? I think that was about it. Oh, cried a lot yesterday watching the final. We recorded the final because we had friends over on Saturday night for Strictly. I don't know whether it's more emotional this year or whether we're all just a little bit more emotional anyway, but boy, did I sob last night. It was wonderful. Loved dancing, loved pretty things going on. So that was my weekend, and I'm not crying now, so that's fine. Back to you, Vanessa.
Oh, very good, very good. I've got this huge TV at the side of me, and for some reason it's not kind of fixed up to actually get normal TV.
Oh,
so we
what do
live
you
on
get?
Netflix here. We just live on Netflix. I just need to kind of poke around with some wires, don't I? But I've just, we're happy with Netflix, so we've just never bothered. Anyway.
Well, you missed out on a crying fest. It was quite cathartic. But
I actually intended to watch Strictly this year. I was really keen to kind of make the effort, but I've not seen any. Sorry.
I've seen parts, but I haven't seen the final yet. I mean, it's not a spoiler. I've already seen like who won, but yeah, I still need to watch the thing.
Oh, it was magical. My hat's falling off. Oh.
Maybe I'll catch up. Maybe I can get it on iPlayer or something.
Of course you can.
Of course you can.
What else are you going to do this holiday?
Exactly. Well, there we go. Leading into the holiday, what are we looking forward to? So, have you finished work? Have you got a few more days of work left? Are you going to work in between the holidays, or is that it? So let us know in the comments what you're doing at home, what you're looking forward to. And of course, if there's something you're not looking forward to, then let us know what it is. So how about you, Sarah? What are you looking forward to? Where are you up to?
I'm just saying, Joanna's had to go.
Thank you for joining, Joanna.
Have a lovely haircut. Send us a
Merry
picture.
Christmas.
I'm sure you look gorgeous. Tell her not to cut too much off. Remember, an inch to a hairdresser is about that much. So be warned. Right. What was the question? Sorry, I got sidetracked.
What are you looking forward to?
What am I looking forward to? I am looking forward to. I'm looking forward to a bit of a break, but I was debating whether I should be switching everything off, turning off all social media and all the rest of it. And then I thought, actually, if I feel the need to go on it, I'll go on it. But I am going to take 2 weeks where I don't work as hard as I have been, because I know I've reached that point where my tank is running on empty and I need to slow down a bit. So I'll be doing that and I'll be looking forward to it. And supposed to be going to see Hamilton for the second time.
That's Wednesday or something, isn't it?
It's on Thursday. But whether everything will be shut by then, I don't know. But hopefully we'll still get to see that. And next year, I am just really looking forward to trying some new stuff. I'll be sharing more about that at a later date, but trying some new things, showing up in different places, but consistently showing up on LinkedIn and helping as many people as possible. Because next year, I think there is going to be there already is a seismic shift in how we work, but this is now starting to affect how businesses are going to be running for the future. You know, the way we ran before is not going to be how it is now. So there's going to be some big changes, big challenges, for the best, for the worst. I don't know. It doesn't make any difference, but it's going to affect people. So I want to be there and support the people that need me through that. So looking forward to helping more people and having some more fun.
Fabulous. And what are you looking forward to, Melinda?
I am looking forward to, well, as Sarah was saying, I don't think I'm going to completely unplug from social media, but I think I am going to completely unplug from sort of news coverage for a little while, because I've caught myself doing a bit of doom scrolling in the past week, and it's kind of it's not a positive thing. And, you know, stuff is what it is. And obviously, you know, if there's restrictions, I keep to that. But I mean, I just need to kind of put it away. And I'm looking forward to catching up with a couple of friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and going on some long walks with them, and just kind of being more kind of away from tech during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And for the coming year, I still have some balls in the air that I'm juggling, or for possible changes and possible opportunities. So yeah, it feels like kind of at the top of the ski hill, or it feels like a ski jump, like, you know, where you just like,
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of preparing for takeoff, but I don't know what I'm flying to just yet. So we'll see.
You've got an idea what you're flying to.
Oh yeah,
you know which direction you're going.
Whatever it is, you know, whichever option ends up being best, it's going to be fun and it's going to be great. And I'm going to stay here because you can't get rid of me.
Yay!
But, because I love doing the show with you. So there's definitely that. But yeah, I don't quite know what's coming, but whatever it is going to be positive. So there we go.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
good.
And what about you, Vanessa?
So I'm looking forward to the year. Christmas was very kind of sized down, wasn't it? It was just our immediate households and kind of direct family that we could share with. And so whilst I really enjoyed last year's Christmas because it was much simpler and it was less stress of kind of, you know, cooking a meal for kind of 12 people and then, you know, and all the rest of it. And it was nice and simple. I am looking forward to kind of going back to, I mean, we're going to have the big family party again on it is Saturday, isn't it? I don't know what.
Yeah.
Already, I've forgotten what day it is. So I'm looking forward to Christmas with the family and seeing everybody. Alistair, my son, has gone to his dad's this morning, and he'll be with him now for the week until Christmas Day. So that's going to allow me to kind of get all my ducks in a row for Christmas and kind of sort out presents and all the rest of it. And then next week, I'm looking forward to a bit of a reset. So I've got a few more days of work yet this week. And then next week, I'm going to kind of, reset, kind of think about next year, think about kind of goals and plans and social media. And maybe, you know, as a marketer, maybe I should have a content strategy.
Do you think?
I usually just turn up and kind of go, you know, or I'll think of a theme. But I think I'm going to, try and be a bit more polished. Oh no, I'm still going to walk around the woods looking lost, actually.
Good for you.
Anyway, so I'm going to consider. I'm going to plan. I'm going to use the next week kind of for planning for 2022 and put a plan in place. So I'm looking forward to that, and lots of fresh air, big walks, getting out there, getting up on the hills and on the moors, and
And apparently in the UK anyway, we are going to have something white landing on us over the next I think just after Christmas. I'll believe it when it happens. Usually everywhere else gets a lovely covering of it, and we just get this little splattering down here, which is really annoying when you've got kids who want to play in the snow.
Well, forget my plans then, if that's going to happen, because I live on a hill with a gradient like that. So I'll be spending next week digging us out.
Or tobogganing.
We do have a sledge somewhere. Yeah, it is a really steep street though. So and I'm at the bottom, so you would come crashing into my house. So that's what I'll be doing then.
Cool. And Heather's joined us. Hello, Heather, and thank you for the support on the hats. We all need a plan, so you can tick on things you've done. Yeah, you're right. She's right. And we all know that, don't we, Melinda? We know that, don't we, Vanessa? It's just doing it. We're very good at helping other people, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, I've got lots of like Post-it notes with to do items.
I mean, what did we do before there was Post-it notes? Because I got them all over the place. I've gone large. I have now large Post-it notes, which is a bit like a notebook, I suppose. But what did we do without Post-it notes? I don't know. Right. So we have is anyone else out there telling us how you, yes, hold on. Let's have Uma's in as well. I'm going to miss you. Same here, Vanessa. I live on the top of
the top. I live at the bottom, not.
Well, Uma, get your tray out and
your bin lid.
Your bin lid, yeah, and just and go for it. Obviously, if you're going onto a main road, bad idea, or a motorway, really bad idea. Don't do that. I wouldn't recommend it. Right, no one else. Any other comments here? I don't know if you can see any, Melinda, but I can't see any more. So
okay,
move on.
So whilst we are just talking a little bit about winding down this week, and a few of us have got a few days left, can I ask, because you probably want to, there's probably people out there who are wanting to clear their decks and shift everything, get it off the desk for this year so that they kind of arrive fresh next year. Please don't get it off your desk by pushing it onto somebody else's desk this week. Please don't kind of get that big project that you're going to pass to someone else and send it to them in an email on Christmas Eve. If you're going to have to put anything off your desk to put onto somebody else's, please think about how they're going to feel about that. Maybe you want it off your desk and put it into your draft folder, but don't send it until the new year, because as we were saying, we do need time to recharge and take a break. And if you hit send on that email and that thing is going to worry somebody over the Christmas holidays and make them want to do some work, then that would be really bad. So a bit of emotional intelligence if you're clearing your desk.
Absolutely.
Hold it back, put it in the draft folder, but please don't hit send, not yet. Let everyone have a break.
And that can only really work to your advantage as well, because if people are fresh and thinking more clearly and not stressed about it, then they'll be able to produce better output in a shorter time. So
yeah,
absolutely,
have to agree. Wherever emotional intelligence is, I'm all over that. Heather agrees. Good idea. Be kind and wait for the 4th of January. I don't have anyone to send my work to.
Yeah, the joys of
none of us do really. So I kind of, maybe we can just, I'll put something in draft for you two, but I won't send it.
It was one of my clients this week who told me that what had happened was they'd received a tender for a really big piece of work that they'd all been waiting for at last minute on Christmas Eve. And even though everyone was supposed to take those kind of, a week and a half off, loads of people, because they were so keen to do a good job on this tender, then spent their Christmas holidays working on it. But again, last year, we all needed to take that break, didn't we? So again, if you're send a tender to someone, perhaps hold that back too.
Well, the problem is, and this reminds me of my time in IT, when the end of the financial year was the 31st of December. So that point between Christmas and New Year was you didn't have that time off, because if you hadn't done your number and you hadn't closed all the deals that you were supposed to close, you're in working. There's plenty of people that are still in that situation where they don't have the opportunity to take that time off. So obviously this doesn't necessarily represent you guys, but I guess for the ones where we know people are taking time out and they need that time, but just be a bit cognizant of how exhausted people are, because people are really, really knackered at the moment. But to all those people in IT land, my husband being one of them as well, there isn't really time off if the deals haven't come in and the deals haven't closed. It's and you could be there on Christmas Eve waiting for the fax machine. Yes, I am that old. Fax machine to deliver the good news. And why is it the fax machine always broke just on the day when they're all supposed to be coming in? I don't know. It's bonkers, but thank goodness for email. Yeah, I remember those days well.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and I know, like, for example, the potential opportunities that I've been keen to get updates on, I know the key decision makers in both situations are absolutely immersed in end of year, responding to requests for proposals and doing pitches and trying to get those last numbers in. So it's just not the time to chase. It's fine to say, hey, have a good holiday. I know you're busy. I'm still here. I'm still, let's talk in the new year. Let's set a day. But it's not so fine to be like, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yeah. I'm just going to say hello, and if I get your name wrong, then correct me. Well, you can't, because I can't hear you. But Nissa Mehdi, I think that's how we're going to go for it. And hi, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Whereabouts in the world are you? Let us know where you are. Let us know what you're up to. And let us know what you are excited about for next year, or anything you're really happy with for this year. Tell us what's going on in your world.
Well, there you go. That's kind of lined us up quite nicely to thinking about 2021. This is our final show of the year. Looking back, What are your greatest achievements? What did you learn? And share your successes. As we said, we had to find strength, didn't we, again this year? Well, it looks like we're going to have to carry on being resilient. I'm getting a bit sick of that word now, to be honest. What were your wins for 2021? But let's start with us. Please put them in the comments. Please tell us. Thanks for replying on this. Very good.
We're delighted you're here. We will talk to everybody. Tell us what you're really pleased about, or what you've learned. What you've learned over the last. I feel like it's not really the year. I feel like it's that 20 months. It's kind of all melded into one, isn't it? It's felt like a really long year. What about you, Melinda? What's
oh gosh, well,
what's worked for you?
I am super pleased that. And I know it might be a bit self-congratulatory, but I'm super pleased that we have this show.
Yes.
Because it was a great idea that Sarah had, and Vanessa screened and pulled together the optimum tech platform for us to work on. And it's been super fun, and I'm really looking forward to carrying on with that in the future. And I would say other things are just kind of I'm trying to figure out a way to summarize, because otherwise you'll all be asleep. I would say rediscovering my what I like to do and what I want to do, as opposed to being in that head down tunnel vision, must get this work done, kind of burnout mode where you're just surviving, you're not thriving. And I was really good at holding it together just enough to get all that stuff done, but I wasn't enjoying myself. I wasn't enjoying life. I wasn't able to kind of stick my head above the parapet and see what else was going on. So now I have that luxury, and I really appreciate it.
Vanessa's giving us a tour of her house.
Sorry.
I'm looking forward to. I just thought I'd bring my snowball into it because we can't see it. I'm looking forward to. This we're going to be, for those watching and for those watching on replay, we are going to be having a proper format for the show, and that's going to change from what we're doing now, which is we're just kind of, getting ourselves out there, saying hi to people, seeing who needs the help. But we're going to have a bit more of a structure to the show where you'll know who's going to be talking about what. And we're also going to be having guest speakers on for the first Monday of every month. So we'd love to know from you guys what sort of topics you'd like to cover. Obviously, you've got marketing, you've got strategy, you've got coaching, you've got leadership, you've got business knowledge, you've got so much in the room. But actually, we want to bring people in from outside as well. Maybe some PR gurus out there, Heather Butcher, or who else? Finance, Uma. What do we need to know? What are the top things that people out there want to know? So let us know. If you don't have time to let us know now, let us know. Either direct messages or something, and we'll make sure we get people in that are going to answer your questions on specific areas that maybe we don't have all of the knowledge on or enough knowledge on to be able to give you an answer. One other thing I'm looking forward to, I'm going to say this out loud because I've really got to do it. I'm writing a blinking book. I wish I'd never started writing the blinking book. And by June next year, it is going to be published. All right. So far, one page has been written. I'm a long way off. And I know there are certain people out there that are going to be kicking my butt on this. So I am looking forward to holding myself accountable, and you can as well now, for getting this bloody book written. Who are they? And why do people write books? Anyway, I'm going to, because it's worth it and it's a wonderful thing to share. So I'm going to do that as well.
What are you celebrating? What are you celebrating from this year?
Oh, sorry, celebrating this year. I got sidetracked by it. For writing the first page of my book. Celebrate that. That was this year. I'm also celebrating the fact that there are many occasions this year when I thought, oh my God, have I got the energy? Can I do this? Can I try that? And every time something happened that made it possible. Maybe it was my own mindset, maybe it was the people that were in my way as these thoughts were going on. There's a huge amount of people out there that I could thank for all of that, and you two being two of them. But, you know, made a lot of new acquaintances and friends on LinkedIn this year that have really given me the support and encouragement and confidence to really go for it. And I'm going to do a bit of self-congratulations. I'm dead proud of myself this year, because I think my belief in myself is higher than it's ever been. It doesn't mean I think I'm the God's gift to coaching at all, but I just trust what I know, and I trust what I do. And I know some people will love it and some people will hate it, but that actually doesn't bother me anymore either. I've got the confidence now to be me, be authentic, do what I do, and really help people as opposed to just help people. And that I'm proud of. What does Heather say? I met Sarah Farmer in January, and all your advice and support has made a huge difference to me. Oh, bless you. Being involved in the Girls Club and looking forward to meeting you in person, Melinda and Vanessa, next year. Oh, God, you missed us, didn't you? We had a Christmas party and you was poorly, so you couldn't come. So, yeah, let's get a date in London, and we'll drag Vanessa down from up north, down south. Or maybe we'll go up north. Who knows? It's possible. Trains run in that direction as well, apparently.
Apparently they do, yeah.
Apparently. But it's been such a pleasure getting to know Heather. She is an amazing human, and whether you want to or not, Heather, I'm going to know you forever. Be warned. Melinda's saying will do. I don't know if that was about...
Oh, no, that was Uma, not me.
Sorry?
Uma was saying will do, wasn't
it? Oh, sorry, not Melinda. Uma, not you. Will do, Sarah. I don't know what that was too. Probably from sledging. Good. Have fun. Oh, great. I'm glad you're happy. Tell us what you're doing.
Probably from I think that popped up when you mentioned your book.
Now you're going to hold me accountable as well. Oh, gosh. It's good, though, because we have got held accountable to do things. There's something about having people knowing what you're planning to do that really keeps you on the straight and narrow. And when you're working your own, it's teams like this, your working from home team, your mates, your buddies that you've met on LinkedIn that actually keep you going, and you know they're behind you, but also they're going to ask you, why haven't you done it? So I love it for that. I think it's great. Heather says, bless you. Yes, trains do go up north. Incredible. Who knew? I thought they just brought people down south. I do come from Birmingham, so I'm not a true southerner. And what about you, Vanessa?
Well, I started my own. I kicked off Invincible Marketing this year, didn't I? Until then, I've always been employed. So it's been a big year of change and learning, and that's been great. It took a few months, as these things do, to really get going, but I'm in a really good place now. And I mean, what you were saying about kind of. I'm not the best marketer in the world, or, I don't know, and I don't pretend.
Yes, you are.
I am, of course I am. Yes, but I've learned a lot about kind of, you do question yourselves when you're thrown out into the world like that, and you're selling yourself to other people. And I've learned a lot, especially in the last few months, about confidence, about kind of checking with myself. Actually, I do have the experience to do that. I do have the expertise. I do have the skills. I have read the books. Stop being silly and go and do it. So that's been good. The thing that I've learned this year was in March, I started doing the Miracle Morning with a group of people. And at first I was really skeptical. What is all this gratitudes and affirmations? What is all this woo? I'm not into woo. I don't do woo. I'm a straight up northern girl, and I don't do that kind of thing. But I looked into it, and I joined this group that kind of joined on Zoom every morning between 6 and 7. And through them, I've learned gratitude and affirmation. And also, there was kind of 15 to 20 minutes in that call where we would read. And so I've started reading again. I've learned to read this year. And I've read 8 kind of self-development business books since April this year. So that's good. I'm really into the habit of learning and learning more. So that's my year. I set up on my own with Invincible Marketing. I turned one of my rooms into a pottery studio.
Wow.
I decided to take up pottery. I've done 2 pottery courses. I've bought a kiln, and I've cleaned up the pottery room last night and over the weekend so that we can be really creative over the Christmas holiday. So
that's
yeah,
great.
it's been an awesome year.
Good for you.
From being made redundant and having to dig
Yeah.
deep and think, okay, this is, this is change, and we're going to work with it.
And Nisar Mehdi is saying, well done to you. And yeah, massive well done to you. It's not easy. And I know some people, and one very close friend of mine who was let go of a position rather abruptly. And it feels like your world has ended. It feels like everything you knew, everything you were for has suddenly changed. And it's an opportunity that some people will take to do what you have done and actually make it into something that is yours, that you're able to do. And you've done it brilliantly. I mean, it's been wonderful to watch that journey and just watch your confidence grow in yourself. Even though you always look confident, deep down, there may have always been that underneath niggling thing. We've all had it. But, you're doing a great job. And you may not be the best, but you are one of the best. And that's what we need to remember is we don't have to say that we are the number one, but if you're as good as, and you're showing up and you're doing your stuff and you know your stuff, then you have every right to say, I'm damn good at this. And you are, and your clients are loving it. So if any of you out there have had a major shock, maybe some of you lost your jobs as a result of COVID, maybe some of you still haven't found another job yet, just be careful what's going on in here, because it's the mindset that gets you through it, as well as learning all the skills and reading all the books and everything else. But your time will come, and it's an opportunity. You may not see that now, but you will do at some stage.
Yeah, and nobody's going to be the best for everybody, but you'll be the best for the people that you serve. So
yeah, for your people,
for the customers that are right for you, you will be the best. So that's the goal. Nobody is all things to all people, and nor should you try to be.
Yeah, and Heather's absolutely right. It's important to tell each other and ourselves we're doing well. Keep being our own cheerleaders, absolutely. And I tell you one thing I never knew. As a kid, I'm going to sound really sad. As a kid, I didn't have many friends. I didn't seem to fit in wherever I was. I was in the wrong place, wrong time, too posh, too loud, too this, too that. I was always too something. And I never really had, and I blame myself for this as well, really good girlfriends that you could rely on. I didn't realize the power of women. I'm not saying all the guys out there don't have power either, but the power of being a woman and having women behind you, not trying to get you or stab you in the back, is unbelievable. You two, absolutely. Heather, absolutely. So many other people that we've met, too many to mention, actually are just this powerhouse of kindness and support and strength. And I, for one, I'm glad, all right, I'm 50, it's taken me a long time to get there. I really like women. I mean, I'm married, but I really like not in that way, just as that this support, and it's incredible, absolutely incredible. And I feel massively lucky to have met you two, Heather, Uma, all these lovely people. So happy notes.
Happy notes. That's fantastic, because we always do try and end on gratitude, and you've brought us here naturally. So
yeah, we only have like 2 minutes left, don't we?
I know. So who are you grateful for, Melinda, this week?
Oh gosh, that's a really good question. I would say I'm grateful, and slightly political. I'm grateful to all the people who are stepping up and wearing masks out in busy areas, because obviously you're supposed to, but not everybody does, and it's not the most comfortable thing or whatever. But if we can all sort of help each other in this, then hopefully we'll have less impact on our own lives and the lives of others. So shout out to the mask wearers in the group. So
can I add one thing? Oh no, it's not going to leave it on a happy note though, is it? I probably won't. But anyway, I'll turn it around in just a second. But one thing, I'm going to make it positive. Another thing I've learned this year is you can get your point of view across without being vile. You know, you can have a disagreement. You can agree or disagree on masks. You can agree or disagree on jabs. You can do all of that, and you can do it nicely if you choose to. Just because someone's thinking something different to you, feeling something different to you, doesn't mean you have a right to be horrible to them. It means you have a right to listen, to learn, and to empathize. And we will all carry on doing what we were doing anyway. But yeah, I've learned to manage that emotional reaction to people who just aren't able to yet. So let's just see what you say.
Uma's got a nice closing.
I'm grateful to my 2 clients this year for letting me participate in their early growth company. Good for you, Uma.
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing more about that. Yeah, good for you. And you know, Uma was she was a person looking for a role. Thanks to COVID, things changed. So I'm really pleased to hear that you've got some great clients and you're getting in there and helping those people with the brilliance that you've got in your brain. Good for you. Really happy to hear that.
Oh, fantastic.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Oh yes, the same comment. That's all right. Yeah, so we're at the end, so it's time to say goodbye. My gratitude this week was also for those 3 companies who are employing me at the moment, who've put their trust in me with their marketing, and I've won some really great companies. That all 3 companies are just brilliant people who you really do want to work with. And you do want to support and you want to see do well and do better. So that's fantastic. So thank you to them and Merry Christmas. Thank you to everyone who supported our little show. Thank you for you 2 ladies for doing this, because it's just awesome. I love it. And yeah, thank you to everyone, and have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, and come back next year.
Yeah, have a wonderful Christmas, everyone. And I will just a final comment back to you, Vanessa, is you didn't get those clients by chance. You're amazing, so you attract amazing clients. All right, let's keep it in perspective. It doesn't happen by accident. But yeah, thank you to everybody that's joined us this year. Look forward to seeing more and more of you next year and helping more people and hearing great news and great stories and supporting you in any way that we can. So have a good one from me, and final words of wisdom from
Happy holidays, all.
Okay.
Happy holidays.
And
thanks everyone. Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. See you next year. Bye.